greatness of the filter man.
What's up, powerlifting nation? So we are 3 weeks away from IPF Worlds and things are heating up, especially in the most exciting weight class, the under 120 kg men's class. We just have so many top lifters that could win at the event. And one of the people who is going to be lifting in this class and who is the favourite in many people's eyes is Nonso Chinye. And Nonso Chinye, on I believe Saturday, he posted a massive deadlift of 405 kg. Bear in mind, the heaviest deadlift we have seen in the IPF is 411 kg, and that was by a super heavyweight lifter. So Nonso, at 20 years old, is deadlifting this amount. And for me, when I saw this deadlift, it really confirmed to me that I think that Nonso is the favourite. I think that he can maybe, if we look at this deadlift, I think he can maybe deadlift 415, 420 kg. And yeah, I thought after this deadlift, Nonso was the clear favourite now that his deadlift was looking so strong. However, now he has posted an SBD day this morning, the full SBD day on the day he did this 405 kg deadlift. And it is, I would say, a little bit disappointing. I thought that he would be stronger. Now, yes, he's very strong. This was a 967.5 kg total. But as you can see, the squat was very close to his top end, and the bench press was very close to his top end. Now, it could be that Nonso will peak really well into the meet, and it will mean that he will look significantly stronger on meet day, so that he can total 990 kg. That was kind of the total I thought that he would be capable of going into IPF Worlds, and I thought that if he could total 990 kg, I didn't think that anyone could catch him. So it could be that he just needs to taper and he's going to look very strong. But there's two things that make me think that this may not be the case. So firstly, it's the fact that in the past, Nonso doesn't seem to be the type that tapers extremely well. Yes, sometimes he does taper really well, but usually that's on his deadlift. So I'm not sure that he will look significantly stronger on meet day. He probably has to cut a little bit of weight. And yeah, he's not someone that reacts massively to a taper, in my opinion, from what I've seen. But then the other reason is because his deadlift is looking very strong without this kind of taper. And so if his deadlift is looking strong, then maybe this is an indicator that he isn't planning on doing a massive taper, and this strength is kind of close to the strength that he will have on the platform. And it could be that Nonso is the kind of lifter that if his deadlift is looking strong, then maybe his bench and squat won't look as strong. We don't know. Maybe if he prioritizes deadlift in training, maybe the other two lifts don't get enough attention and so don't perform as well. And yes, I think from this SBD, it shows that Nonso can probably total around 980 kg if he doesn't taper very well. And yeah, this is very good. But I would have thought that his top end would be 10 kg more. And in such a competitive field, I think that this 10 kg could be the difference between being a clear winner to having to fight for his win. And if he misses one lift or two lifts, then maybe he could lose. So let's look at the competition. We're not going to go in too much depth because we're going to do that in the future. But Etienne, I would say, is my kind of second favourite, second most likely to win. He's looking incredibly strong. He did 953 kg 10 weeks out from this competition, so about 6 weeks ago. Although this total included a pause squat and a deadlift double, and he totaled 953 kg. So I think that with a few weeks of training, because this total was 6 weeks ago, plus when he isn't doing like pause squats and deadlift doubles, I could see him getting up to this 970 kg level, and it could be a competitive battle. We also have the Trinidad and Tobago Joseph McDonald, who is looking very strong. I have been underestimating him recently, but I didn't realise that he tapers and peaks so well. Joseph has deadlifted 366.5 kg in competition, and I think he could deadlift 370 kg. He bench pressed 260 kg in training, and I think that he could bench press at least 255 kg, maybe even more, because he tapers really well. Maybe he can bench press 260 kg, and then I wouldn't be surprised if he squats 350 kg, and this would give him a total 350 plus 370 plus 260 of 980 kg, which is roughly the same kind of level I think Nonso might turn up 2 worlds in. Now we also have Devin Williams, who his prep isn't going too well, so I think he'll be roughly around the high 960s when it comes to the World Championships. So I feel like he may not be as much of a threat, but I'd love to be proved wrong. But we'll see. His bench is looking very strong, and it looks like he can bench anything. And then we have Abdul Majid, who for me, he's the wild card. He's someone that could come in and surprise us all and potentially win it. He's from GB as well, and he totaled 930 kg at the British Championships in November, and we haven't really seen any of his training. However, first of all, at the British Championships, he was about 20 kg off his best bench, and because of basically it was weird commands, they didn't think his arms were locked out when they looked good, the judges, and so this could have added 20 kg onto his total 950 kg. And then the thing is, Abdul Majid weighed 114 kg at the British Championships, and because he is bulking up from the 105 kg weight class, and so with the extra 6 kilograms that he can put onto his frame, bear in mind Abdul Majid is an extremely muscular guy, so he's going to be putting on muscle and strength with that. Maybe he can close that gap between 950 kg, which was kind of his top end in November, to 970, 980 kg with this extra 6 kg of body weight and another 6 months of training that we haven't seen. So yeah, it will be exciting. Maybe Abdul Majid could come in, surprise us all, and win it. Abdul Majid has been to Sheffield. He is a top level lifter. When he was a 105, he was one of the best. But I think because he hasn't been posting, people have been sleeping on him. So yeah, to conclude, I think that Nonso Chinye is still my favourite, and a reasonably clear favourite, because I think that 980 kg is a very solid total that I think that he can do for sure, in my opinion. Also, the fact that he is going to clearly pull last is such a big benefit, because he can pick the exact number he needs to win, pull last, and win the event. However, we don't know. When you're deadlifting such a large amount, it's easy to get things wrong, maybe mess up the taper, or maybe just push himself too hard, and then maybe someone else can come in and beat Nonso Chinye. We don't know, but I think that this post, even though for Nonso, he probably wanted this post to be like a definitive answer saying that he is going to be the favourite, but for me this post was actually an answer saying that this is going to be a competition and anyone could win this event. Nonso isn't the clear favourite, which for me as a fan, that's very exciting. But that's the end of the video. Check out rpe10.shop for all things powerlifting, lifting, cool clothes, etc. But also subscribe to the channel, because we are so close to the World Championships and things are heating up. There's going to be a video about Russell Orhe soon. I know there was one about him yesterday, but Russell Orhe is just going crazy in training. So we have to talk about that, and also some other cool things that are happening in powerlifting. So I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.